Hello, everybody. Just wanted to say good morning, and we're going to talk about places to live in the Philippines. I'm sure some of you have seen the good news on my videos about the Philippines opening up for domestic travel. So Mia wanted to say a few words. I'll let her say a few words. And we
Huh?
have someone coming in. His name is Steve. So he'll be on in a couple of minutes after Mia's done talking.
What am I gonna talk about?
Well, places to live in the Philippines, whatever you want to talk. Talk about your channel.
Oh, just later, babe. No, you can talk about it. We can talk about it later. Yeah.
Okay. She's a bit shy. Okay, so today I wanted to talk about places to live in the Philippines. I've only lived in Cebu and Dumaguete, obviously, and but I've been in several places. But going for a place on vacation or a week or two is different than living. So I'm going to bring Steve online. Hope you're ready, Steve. Steve,
I am.
hey Steve, you're on.
Hello.
How are you?
Good to see you, Paul.
Good to see you also, Steve. Where are you located right now?
Well, because I can't come back to the Philippines, I'm located in Florida, South Florida. Um, I was very happy to see what you posted earlier today about the restrictions being lifted throughout the Philippines. My wife had told me something similar just a few minutes before, and I went to your channel and you confirmed it. So I'm looking forward to getting back there as soon as possible.
Yeah, that's for domestic travel, though. So just so no one
I understand.
misunderstands.
I understand. I'm hoping that American tourists can go back soon.
Yeah, my theory is, and you heard it on the video, is that they're doing the domestic to kind of open up the tourism infrastructure, and then once people start getting the vaccines and all that in the U.S., like they've started, I think they're up to 60 or 70 million shots now. So I think that's all going to start. I'm optimistic. I'm a guy with a glass half full, so I'm optimistic.
I'm very optimistic. Yes.
Yeah. So you've lived in the Philippines or been to the Philippines several times, or?
Yes. About to live there full time. I used to have a job in Pennsylvania for the 6 summer months, so I would be in the Philippines for the winter and back in Pennsylvania for 6 months of the summer. This year, I was only supposed to be here in the United States for about 3 months, and I was supposed to go back in September, and then they shut the country down. So, but yeah, when I come back, I plan to be there 3 to 6 years. I know at the end of 3 years, I have to leave for a day, on
Yeah.
as a tourist, and then come back. But yeah, I'm looking forward to being back and spending virtually all year there for 3 to 6 years.
So where have you lived here in the Philippines, if you don't mind me asking?
I have been down to Cebu on a vacation. However, the majority of my time is on the main island where Manila is. Now, this is something that perhaps you can answer. I don't know if there's a name for that island.
Yeah, it's called
Um,
Luzon. Luzon, right, Jimmy?
Luzon. Oh, that is
Yeah,
Luzon Island.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
that I'm aware of. I'm aware of the Luzon section of the island. Um, but I've been in Manila. I've been up to Baguio City a number of
Wow.
times. Beautiful area up there. Um, I am
What
over on the. Go ahead.
what did you like about Baguio before you move on to the next one? What did you enjoy? What didn't you enjoy about Baguio?
Baguio is just it's neat. I mean, it's in the mountains. Most of the city is built on mountainsides. Um, while I was there, I got to travel out to La Trinidad in February when they have their strawberry festival. In February, they also have a flower festival in Baguio City. I was there with my wife for both of those, and they have an SM City Mall that's huge. It's 3 or 4 stories high, but very nice times. Just traveling around, enjoying restaurants. Camp John Hay is there, and Camp John Hay is a big tourist attraction now. A beautiful hotel with a beautiful restaurant there. So a number of attractions, a number of things to see. And I understand that the Philippine presidents have had their summer homes up there in Baguio City.
Okay. Wh- What what
So
what would you say is negative about Baguio, then, if there's anything negative in your
I'm trying
perspective?
to think. I mean, we were in a very interesting apartment building. There's, I think, 3 or 4 universities there, so there's a lot of students. And the apartment building we stayed at had a number of students there. Um, Jeffrell Apartments, the name came back to me. So a very nice place. I mean, it was not in the downtown part of the city, so you would either take a taxi cab. Taxi cabs came by very often, or you could walk up to a jeepney station and catch a jeepney into downtown. As far as negatives, I don't find too many negatives anywhere I am. I enjoy wherever I am.
Well,
So.
I was like you. I was there once, and I really, really enjoyed Baguio. I loved it. The only negative I found was the traffic. It was very congested traffic and a lot of pollution, which kind of surprised me for an area in the mountain. Maybe I was unlucky because the wind wasn't blowing or something. But people told me if you go a bit outside of Baguio, it's actually much nicer living than inside Baguio. But I didn't. I haven't actually lived there. I was actually planning to live there for a few months. I'm kind of wanting to live all over the Philippines before deciding where to settle. If the Philippines is the place, I will settle. So
I understand. And as far as I'm concerned, the Philippines is the place I'm settling. But of course, I have a wife and 2 children. So that helps me make my decision.
oh, you have a wife
But
and 2 kids in the Philippines?
yes, yes. My wife, I asked her whether she wanted to come to the United States, and of course on a fiance visa, but she, insisted she wants to stay in the Philippines. So we are in Camarines Norte, which is part of the Bicol region. The big city near us is Daet, and Naga is to the south of us. And I mentioned those 2 cities, especially Naga, because that's where the Bureau of Immigration is that I need to go to every so often to get my visas renewed. This is all on the east side of the island. It's right on San Miguel Bay.
Okay.
So I don't know if you know that part of the geography.
I'm actually gonna pull up a map while you were talking. So if you just keep talking, I will pull up a map so the viewers can see exactly where you're talking about.
Okay. I've recently looked it up, and Daet City has about 125,000 people. They just built a brand new SM City Mall, which is 2 to 3 stories high. So they've come into the big time. That city is where everyone goes to do their shopping. I'm in a small barangay that's right along the San Miguel Bay. Now, Naga, as I just mentioned, that's even bigger. I'd say that's close to 200,000 people. And that's where the Bureau of Immigration office is. They also have a very large Naga City shopping mall there, or excuse me, SM City shopping mall there. And a number of hotels, nice hotels. You can get any type of hotel you want, 5-star, 4-star, or just your average hotel.
Okay.
You're bringing up the map now.
So I'm bringing up the map. So sorry it took so long, but I don't stream every day, so I'm not quite familiar with all the buttons to click here. But okay, so here's Naga. There's a really nice, looks like a really nice nature type of place here, park or something. And
Yes. Yeah, I've been to a few different places in Naga. There's something up in the mountains. The river comes down through the mountains, and they've developed
wow.
it into a swimming area. I was there with one of my friends from Naga, and I don't remember the name of the area, but there's hot springs in that area and everything.
Let me just zoom out a bit. So, okay, so you're down here. Okay, so Manila is up there.
Right, that water area just north of Naga, that is San Miguel Bay.
Yeah, I'm seeing it. It looks, the main island, the Luzon Island, is one place I really want to go to. I'm doing like a trial run in Cebu with my motorbike and see if touring is something I want to do. And if I do end up touring, I want to really tour Luzon because it's such a big island with so much to see and different natures and everything. I think that will probably be my favorite island. So if
Okay.
you're there when I'm touring, man, we gotta meet up.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, we'll exchange contact information. I'm not
Yeah.
sure my Philippine cell phone number will still work because I haven't put load on for about 8 months now.
Yeah, it won't work then. But
Yeah. Okay.
you've got Facebook, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We'll just
Yeah.
connect on Facebook.
Okay.
And let me just read some of
What
the
else?
messages here, Steve. Barry Sweeney says, "Good morning, Paul." Mr. Vegas says, "Good morning to you as well." Jim Bruce, "Good morning to you both." Phil America Made, "Hello, new friend here." I guess she's Filipino American. Albert Wilson, "Hello from USA." Hey, Albert. And Miles Seymour, "Can you occasionally repeat the news about opening the domestic travel for the new joiners to your broadcasting?" Will do. Thank you for that, Miles. Hey, Paul and Mia from Yorktown. Just to repeat real quick, the domestic travel is now open in the Philippines. No documentation required before. You needed a health certificate, you needed barangay clearance, you needed a PCR test, and I think some other stuff. But now it's just like before. You can travel. The only thing you have to do is a mask and face shield. So that's it. So Thursday, Friday, I'm actually going from Negros to Cebu. So I'll report back on Friday or Saturday about my experience on that. So
Okay. Did you say you're going to rent a motorbike and travel Cebu Island on the motorbike?
I actually have two motorbikes. I have a Honda Click 125 and a Kawasaki Ninja 650. So I'm taking the Kawasaki, and I'm going to tour the Cebu Island.
Very nice. I had a bigger bike, like a 650, when I get back. So we'll have to talk about that as well.
Yeah, I don't know this. The perfect size of a motorbike for me would be about a 400cc, but they don't have a 400. They have the Kawasaki Versus 300. I'd like to get a touring bike for my next bike, but for now I'm going to stick with the Ninja and see how I like touring with it. So we'll see.
Okay, very good. I was going to say, if you're going to be in Cebu and able to travel, the one time I was in Cebu, I went up to a city called Danao, D-A-N, I think it's A-O, and there is a resort there called El Salvador Resort, and I highly recommend that you stop in and check it out.
Okay, so I'll
Done.
then like that thing.
No. DACA
DA.
and
Looking it up right now, Steve.
Okay.
So let's see.
AO.
Oh yeah, I see it now. Just
Yeah.
north of Cebu City.
Yes,
Okay.
north of Cebu along the coast there. Yeah, I was meeting a friend there who I had met here in Florida. His father was in the Philippines, and he wound up in the Philippines. He was in Leyte,
Yeah.
just across, and so he and I arranged to meet there at that resort. That was his favorite place when he went over to Cebu.
Yeah, that's what I love about the Philippines. I mean, if you're in nature, Philippines is just awesome. There's so much good nature here, both on land and in the sea. So I love nature. I love hiking, and I'm not really a beer kind of guy. So to me, it's coffee and enjoying the nature, walking, hiking. That's kind of who I am. So Mia loves that too. But somebody actually asked here. Terry says, "Good morning, good morning, Terry." David is asking, "Is Mia coming with me?" Initially, no, because she has to study for her entrance exam. So we're going to find out about the entrance exam today. And then once that's done, she'll be joining me. And we'll continue touring Cebu a bit more and then probably head on over to Bohol after that. So that's the plan. But, plans change. And hopefully everything stays open so we're not stuck in Cebu. Paying rent in two different places.
Okay.
So
Now you're in Dumaguete currently, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. If I mention Pasta King Restaurant, do you know what I'm talking about?
Pasta King.
Pasta King is the one beside the boulevard. It's just like maybe.
I think it closed recently, but do you remember the German fellow that was the owner of it?
I actually never went to Pasta King.
Oh,
I
you never
tried to
did?
avoid
Okay.
pasta.
Okay. No, the reason I ask, I thought my German friend who's now in Naga had mentioned knowing you personally through Pasta King restaurant. That's the only reason I bring it up.
No, I don't. I don't. Did we ever go to Pasta King? I know what you're thinking.
What?
I mean, this
No,
would go
I
back probably 6 or 7 years.
oh no. The first time I came to Dumaguete was 2017. I was just here 2 days, 2 or 3 days, and then
Okay.
I came back in
Okay,
2019.
then that's a different person. There's a number of people that are now up in Naga from Dumaguete. So I just was
Really?
wondering.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, it's going to be interesting the next year. It's going to be really interesting to travel and see stuff and get back to it. David is
Yes.
asking, are you going to meet up with Gio now that he's in Cebu? If he hasn't left, I know he's planning to leave back to the US. Again, plans are constantly changing for everybody due to a multitude of reasons, right? But if he's still in Cebu, yeah, we'll probably meet up and have a coffee together. And there's another vlogger I want to meet up with there, but I don't know if he'll be around. So, since things are opening, people are starting to move around, so it's hard to keep track of everybody.
Yes. Let me just, if you like, I can finish with this. But where I am on the east coast of the Luzon Island, I mean, I really like it there. Now, I'm one who likes small towns. My little barangay is maybe 1,000 people, and half of them are my wife's relatives, and the other half are the people that married my wife's relatives. But yeah. But I love that. I'm an hour away from a big city of Diet, and I love the rural nature of it. If you want the bigger city, you've got Diet, you've got Naga, of course, the really big city is Manila. But,
Yeah.
I just
kind
love the
of
whole area.
I like the nature and everything, but I kind of like a middle thing. I want to have the coffee shops. I want to have the different restaurants with the different cuisines. I have a friend who lives in San Miguel, Bohol, which is basically in the middle of nowhere. And I talked to him, and he kind of gets bored out there because there's really nothing to do. So, but to each his own. Everybody has their own thing. If you're willing to travel, and if you're traveling a lot, I don't think it makes that much of a difference. Where,
True. You can visit the other places that you would like to see.
yeah,
And here again, Baguio City being the big kind of city it is, that can give you the big city flavor also.
yeah. Baguio, I'm looking forward to spend a few weeks there, or maybe it becomes more, a few months. Who knows? Maybe we'll enjoy it there. The cool weather is what really attracts me, and the nature. There's, they have pine trees and stuff up there too. So it kind of reminds me of the northern part of Europe and the northern part of the US. So that's pretty cool.
Yes. And do I remember correctly, Paul, are you from Norway originally?
Oh, my background is so mixed. My mother is Norwegian, but I was born in England, so I'm British by birth. And then I moved to the US in '96, so I got naturalized in 2004 or 2005. I got naturalized, so I am dual citizen, American and British. I'm actually planning to maybe apply for a Norwegian passport, since that's kind of my heritage as well. So I
Sure.
might be triple citizen. It's very
That's
confusing.
not a bad idea.
And I've lived all over the world. I've lived in Egypt, United Arab Emirates, Spain, Norway, England, Philippines, the US. I'm sure I'm forgetting something now. So people I don't know, when they ask me where I'm from, I say planet Earth. It's so confusing.
There you go. Well, I've been able to do some traveling as well, but as far as Norway is concerned, I had a friend that was living in Stavanger for the longest time, and I got to visit him there. He's now in Oslo, and they have a cabin somewhere up in the mountains, for skiing. But
Beautiful.
and he also has a house in San Jose, California. So when he's in California, I get to visit him.
Well, I studied in Stavanger, so I lived just outside of Oslo, and I studied in Stavanger. So yeah, I know those two cities.
Very nice city. Very
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. Okay,
So,
Steve.
all right. We all set?
Yeah, I mean, do you want to? Is there anything else you would like to say about different places, or?
Well, I'm trying to think. I think I've covered every place I've been. I've traveled. When you take the bus from where I am to Manila, it's a 9-hour overnight bus ride, and so
Oh, wow.
naturally you go through a lot more cities, and they stop twice, for breaks, dinner breaks, and stuff like that. But it's beautiful. It's beautiful country. You go through the mountains for quite a bit. You go along that one lake to the north, and it's just a very nice trip by bus. And the buses are nice. You can get either an aircon bus or a regular bus. I always take the regular buses because no need for the aircon.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but other than that, I haven't been anywhere else. But I do want to travel more throughout the islands.
Well, let's meet up when you're here, man.
Okay, will do. I'll shoot you a message. We've got email, so I'll shoot you a message.
Okay, thanks, Steve.
Okay,
Take
thanks for
care, and
having me.
thanks for coming on.
Sure. Bye now.
Okay, bye bye. Okay, so that was Steve. Thank you for coming on again. And David says San Juan and San Fernando in La
La
Union.
Union.
How do you say it?
La Union.
La Union on Luzon is nice. Baguio is just an hour away. David, do you want to come on? I shared the link, so if you want to come on and talk about that, that'd be great. I lived in San Fernando for 4 years. Come on, David. Don't be shy. You can do audio if you don't want to do video. Let's see. Decision Time says, what's up with leaving Dumaguete? Has the lockdown caused a big mind change? Just surprised that two popular guys leaving at the same time. Well, I mean, my plan really wasn't to stay in Dumaguete like the rest of my life. I've always wanted to travel around. So now that it's opening up, I will be traveling kind of like a test run for 1 month. And if I enjoy it, then I'll continue traveling. And if not, but no matter, we'll have a base here in Dumaguete because Mia is going to go to school unless she changes her mind.
What?
So, unless you change your mind, I said.
Oh.
You decide you want to wait and you want to travel instead. I don't know. We'll see. But that's the reason for me. I don't know, popular. I don't know who the popular guys are. I'm certainly not popular. Popular with Mia, but that's about it. How much does it cost to get married in the Philippines? I don't know. I never researched it.
You never asked one of our marriage
I-
friends?
I never asked. I'm not interested in getting married. You know this. Great restaurants near. Oh, sorry. Great restaurants nearby in San Juan and San Fernando, and several malls and good coffee shops.
San Juan?
San Juan.
No, it's San Juan.
San Juan.
Yeah.
David says, what does he say? Philly in the Philippines has some great vlogs of the area. Okay, thanks for that. Hi, I love your house. It screams nature opposite NYC metro area.
Huh?
I don't know. I don't know what that means. Oh, David doesn't have a mic, so he's not going to join. So, what time is it? 7:53. Okay, so that's the different areas. Now I can talk about the areas I've been to. Mel says, "Can I interview David C?" Yeah, I'd love to, but he doesn't have a mic, so maybe another time. Alberto says, "Because I'm getting married to a Filipina in the Philippines."
Oh.
Okay, well, congrats. But I really, if you watch my videos, I don't believe in marriage. So,
They believe in marriage.
but
So.
you believe in marriage. But I'm just saying that's why I have no clue. If I was interested in marriage, I'd probably have an idea. So I could talk about the different areas I've been. I've been to Baguio, which is right there, and that area. David just talked about that, and that area is really, really nice. It's kind of a colder.
San Fernando.
Where did I miss it now? Where's Baguio?
San Fernando there.
Where's Baguio now? I missed it. I just saw it. Here, type it in here, maybe. So yeah, sorry. it's a it's a really nice area, and they, like David was talking about, the different strawberry fields, and they have strawberries up there. They have pine trees. They even they even grow coffee there. We've had their coffee, and their coffee is awesome. And then I was there for 3 4 days. Mia really wants to go there, and we will eventually get there once we start touring the Luzon island. We will get there, but Luzon is such a big island, so I'm really excited about that. So, like I was saying, Cebu is going to be my test run, and if I enjoy that, we will continue on different islands. So that's going to be exciting. So, and then I've been to Palawan. I loved Palawan. Got some awesome nature there. It's more of like a sea. Got nice beaches, islands, good diving. It's got this underwater river, zip lining, some nice parks. So Palawan was nice, but I decided against living in Palawan because the island of Palawan, and I'll show you on the map where it is kind of far out. So it's not central. So it's hard. At the time I went to Palawan, the only way to get to Palawan as a tourist was by plane. Now that might have changed, but there is the island of Palawan right here. So this part here is the island of Palawan, and it's I stayed at Puerto Princesa, which is the main city, and it's really a beautiful island. But like I said, it's not central. Like for example, Cebu is central. Manila, of course, is central. These islands are more central, so you can get from one island to the other island much easier than Palawan. So that's why I decided against living in Palawan, but we might go visit, right?
I would love to.
You'd love to go anywhere. And the other places I want to go, I've heard so much good stuff about Davao. I've been to CDO, but that was a long, long time ago, and I've heard good stuff about CDO, Cagayan de Oro, and that's it. How do you say it? You say it.
It's Cagayan de Oro.
Cagayan de Oro. Um, so yeah, the island of Mindanao gets a bad rap because of the Muslims and all that, but it's, from what I've read, it's actually pretty safe, much safer than, for example, Chicago.
Don't go here.
Don't go where? There?
Yeah.
Jolo? Yolo? How do you say that?
Hulu.
Holo?
Hulu.
Is that where there's the terrorists live?
That's where Muslim.
Let's see. David's here. I also believe that Old Dog New Tricks has a video he posted interviewing a gentleman currently living in San Juan. He would probably be a better source than me since my stories are 20 years old. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll find some people to interview from different places and post them as videos. I would love to see San Fernando famous restaurants. Get with Paul to get in a gentleman's information would be worth your time. Yeah, I'm meeting up with Paul
Today.
well, I'm not sure. I sent him a message. It might be today. He was doing a live stream earlier, so I'm not sure. Maybe he went back to bed. It was kind of early. But I'll either be meeting him today or Wednesday, hopefully. I'll ask about that. Look at San Juan, not the San Fernando you are viewing.
Okay.
Can you type it? You don't need that. We don't need that. We're not talking to
Is this
anybody.
what I hear the most? There. Is that it?
I don't know. Zoom out.
That's San Juan.
San Juan. Oh, that's a. Okay, yeah. Close to Quezno City.
What?
Quiznos. How'd you say that? Making fun of me? I'll make fun of you when you try to
No.
pronounce the Norwegian cities.
No, that's Quezon.
Quezon, Quezon,
Quezon.
Quezon,
Quezon
Quezon City. Oh, they have a
Valenzuela.
Valenzuela there also. So yeah, there's San Fernando's there. So this is all Luzon, right?
Yeah.
Okay. David C. I don't know the map directions, but looks like San Fernando is just slightly northwest of Baguio on the coast. Surfing is a big draw in San Juan. Yeah, that's a big draw there. I used to surf, but not kite surfing, windsurfing. I tried kite surfing a couple of times. Wasn't able to get up completely. Almost made it up, but maybe if I settle down one day, I'll get back into it. But I'm not a young guy anymore, so it'd be fun to try. Can you lease a car in the Philippines? Yes, you can lease a car here in Dumaguete, I know, and I'm sure other places
I saw some.
places where they lease it out. I've never looked into it, to be honest, because I just don't want to drive cars around here, because especially here in Negros and Dumaguete, because the roads here are really becoming so congested with the cars. So the only way to get around is with a scooter, because then you can drive past the cars and around the cars while I sit in traffic. They look so mad at you when I drive past them. Let's see. Yes, please, Island Hob, and let us know the story. That way I'll know where to come visit when I make it out. Yeah, we'll try. We'll see how we like it first. My wife and son, and soon I'll be living in Butuan City. Butuan City. I think that's in Mindanao, right? If I remember correctly. I remember I had a friend from Butuan City. The vlog being referred to is San Juan Union vlog.
La Union.
La Union. Name is Mark. He's retired U.S. Navy. Yeah, I've actually, not that you say that, yeah, I've watched his vlog. Watched some of his live streams. Good guy. I should have sent him a message, but I didn't. I forgot. So. What to say? That's not it. Too many duplicate name cities, and make sure it's.
Okay.
You know where it is?
Yeah, because there's a lot of San Juan,
Okay.
San Fernando. So maybe somewhere here. This is La Union.
Ah, okay.
The San Fernando. Oh, so here.
So.
So San Juan. There's also San Juan down there.
Ah, but Baguio is close to there, right? From what they're saying. So.
Yeah, the coast.
Okay. That'll probably be a really nice area also. God, there's so many nice areas. Hard to decide. Thanks, Mr. Vegas. Okay. Yes. So guys, anything else you guys want to talk about besides places to live? It's a free forum now, so you can ask anything. Like I said, I'll be doing some vlogging from Cebu. I will be driving the motorbike, so there'll be some vlogging while I'm driving, if I can get the sound system to work, unlike last time. So Mr. Vegas says yes, it's west of Baguio. It's funny how many names. Yeah, that's true, David. And yeah, no, you want to remove it? Yeah, go ahead and remove it. Yeah, and it's strange because also a lot of the cities are named for Spanish cities, so I recognize many of the different names. Besides my girlfriend, what is your favorite thing about the Philippines?
The food. Say the food.
No, that's not the favorite. No, that's a difficult question. I would say just overall it's the nature. I love the nature. and just the environment, how easy it is, like how
Sociable.
good-hearted people are, and even though people are poor here, how little criminality there is. I've told the story before about my GoPro, forgetting my GoPro at a fast food and getting it back 30 minutes later. I bet you 99% that GoPro would have been gone in the USA. So I just surprised how honest people are here. Very positive. The people here are very positive, even though they lack money. They're very positive in many ways. They're smiling. So I love the people here, the nature, and just how easy things are. It's like
Don't you know?
in the West, as an example. This is both positive and negative here. In the West, if there's a rule, you follow it, right? Because if you don't follow that rule, there's always consequences. There's cops everywhere and so on. Here it's like, yeah, there's rules, but you want to follow them, you follow them. Don't. It's kind of easygoing, really.
Dumaguete is a city of gentle people.
Gentle people.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Philippines is the country of gentle people.
No, there's some places that we call, for example, Dumaguete is the city of gentle people,
Yeah.
and
that's-
Bacolod is the city of, I think, smile.
Smile.
Yeah.
I didn't see. It's more smiles in Dumaguete than Bacolod. I don't think people smile too much in Bacolod. Has Mia spent 200,000 in 20 minutes?
Soon.
Hey, Mr. Vegas, if you send her 200,000, she'll try.
But
How long will you be gone? Well, initially it'll be 3-4 weeks, and then we'll kind of make a decision from there. So there are some nice communities close to the old Clark base that look just like being in the USA. Also has areas that US citizens can own property.
oh,
Wow, I didn't know that.
I heard Clark Bay because my sister's been to Baguio.
Oh, okay.
Clark Bay. Clark Bay.
That's where the base used to be. I spelled it, but that's okay.
Oh, here.
Yeah. So
Wait.
I didn't know that about U.S. citizen, because I believe in the Philippine Constitution, only Filipinos can own own land here. But there's ways around it. You can rent the land and so on. So are there American music radio stations? Mel, I don't know, because I listen to all my music. I stream it. So I don't really listen, and I download. So I don't listen to, and if it's talk radio, I listen to streaming or just YouTube.
Yeah.
Are the Philippines open yet for tourists? If so, where do I get visas? No, I was saying earlier that it's open for domestic travel, but not for international travel. My hope is that they're doing this because, of course, they need the revenue, but also because they're opening the tourism infrastructure, because a lot of places are closed. So once that starts going, it'll give them time to open, time to get people back to work. And then I believe the international tourism will come on pretty fast. I think we'll be surprised. Some people are saying 2023 because of what Duterte said, that things won't go back to normal, but he's like talking complete normal life. But there will be tourism before 2023. If not, I'd be very surprised.
I've read a news. It says that 2023 new normal's coming. Like Duterte is gonna, I think it's gonna open up in 2023.
Well, he won't be in power in 2023. 2022
well,
is
people's
election.
asking for him, babe. Like they want Duterte.
No, it's against the Constitution, so he can't. So
Yeah.
I know
I won't.
I won't throw too many softballs, Paul. Do you feel a little bit guilty about traveling and not taking Mia?
Yes, please. Yes.
No. I'm the devil. No, I don't feel guilty. Why would I feel guilty, man? Just some time for my own. You must remember, okay, don't take this the wrong way, but it's been Corona, it's been lockdown. Think about this. We've been together 24/7 for a year now. 24/7. You think about a normal relationship where you
No,
get up.
I
I'm talking. Let me finish, please. When you get up at 5 or 6 in the morning, okay, and then you go to work, you come back at 6 or 7 in the evening, you spend 2, 3 hours a day, and on the weekend sometimes you go fishing with your buddies, hunting with your buddies, doing something with your buddies. Sometimes, not all the time. So you think in that 1 year, I've spent as much time with me as normal couples would probably spend in 4 or 5 years. So I just need to travel just a few weeks, get my bearings, and then she will join me, and then we will have some wonderful memories together. And I see that look in Mia's face. What are you gonna say? What you gonna say, baby?
I go home too. Like we're not always together 24/7
Yeah.
because
In 1 year,
because
how many times you gone home? Twice or 3 times?
no, in a month it's kind of like uh every week.
God, you're such a liar.
Every week, but I
You're
never
such a
stay
liar.
there.
You liar.
Every week, but I never stay.
Once every 2 months.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Seriously?
Yes.
Come on.
No.
In 1 year, how many times have you been home? I can count them on one hand.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Really. Really.
You have
Let's
the
end
memory?
this discussion. Yes. Yes. For that I have memory. For that I have memory.
No.
Sorry, a bit of a discussion here. Unplanned discussion. Yes, I love the David says I love the Filipino people. They're very welcome with very few exceptions. Yeah, it's really true. A friend of mine, as an example, was out on his motorbike and he got caught in the rain. It was pouring down with rain, and somebody peeked out of one of these bamboo houses and invited him in. And I mean, he didn't have a lot of money and didn't have like a really nice house, but he invited him for food and tea and everything. So their hospitality is amazing. Really, they are such a wonderful people. It's rules that keeps us together as a society. Yeah, it is true, but I don't know. It's like it's at 70 miles per hour and you drive at 73 and you get $100 fine. It's kind of, you know.
Here?
No, not in the US. I haven't heard about owning property. Maybe a condo, but not property.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can own property. You just can't own the land. So you can lease the land two times 25 years. But there are certain ways of getting around that. But I don't know if I'd buy anything here till that changes. Now, they were changing the constitution. They are in the process of changing the constitution for investments. But that's business, because they were thinking of actually making it so foreigners could own a certain amount of land, but they went back on that. So that's not going to happen in this round. But they are looking at really changing the constitution because there's so little foreign investment compared to other Southeast Asian countries. So hopefully they do, because I think that will really make the Philippines pick up, and that'd be great. Own house, but not the land. Yeah, that's exactly what I said, Anthony. Albert says, my Filipino is beautiful. Is Maria too in Philippines season Cebu? My Filipino is in Cebu.
Oh, okay.
What does that mean? Is that a place?
No.
Beautiful is Maria too in the Philippines season. Not sure what you mean by that, Albert, but maybe that's a place in Cebu.
No, it's not a place.
It's not?
Human. Maria.
Beautiful Maria too in the Philippines season. Okay. Paul, all dogs go to sleep, so I came to see you. Kisses from France. Beautiful GF. Take care of her. Will do. Thanks, Jean-Claude.
Huh? How'd you read that?
Jean-Claude. Jean-Claude. It's French. I would avoid Clark area myself. The biggest scene there is the red light district, and Koreans have pretty much taken over the area. Good if you want some Korean food.
I love Korean food.
Yeah, she does, and she got me into Korean food.
No, it was Paul.
But I went with you, and I loved it. We need to go back. Yeah,
Yeah, we need to.
it was really good. I forget about this stuff, you know. You have to remind me sometimes. Um, People call the Philippines a country, but for me, it's an island group. No? What do you both think about this? I'll let you answer that. It's your country, so you answer.
Wait, let me analyze the question. Oh, okay. What do you think about this? For me, is that okay?
Yeah.
For me, it's an island group because you look at the Philippines on the map. It's kind of like different islands, and they're just mixed. They're just mixed together, and some of them are away from each other. So I won't call it a country because I don't know. I just
Do you feel like because the cultures are so different from island to island and the food cuisine is so different, or do you feel
yeah. I feel like it's because of the different
languages?
languages, and we have this language barrier sometimes.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like
Even in Negros, they have two different languages.
yes, we have different language here in Negros. So I
What's
don't.
the other language
Um,
in Occidental? Because Negros is divide. Tell them how.
so Negros is
I'll switch off the fan. It's making.
okay.
You tell them, and I'll go switch off the fan. Go ahead, talk.
So Negros is a two island. So there's Negros Oriental and Negros Occidental, and I mean there's no barrier in it, but I don't know why they what's that called again?
Huh?
Like they put a barrier between Negros Occidental and Oriental when it's just one island. And in Negros Occidental, there's this language.
Well,
I
what Mia is
forgot.
trying to say is the Negros Island is divided into two different, what do we call that? Districts, province, or what? But there's
It's
Negros
not
Occidental
province.
and Negros Oriental, even though it's the same island. And on Occidental, they speak the other language. What's it called? Starts with a B, right?
Bicol. No. Is it Ilocano?
Ilocano, yeah.
Ilocano?
Is it? I don't remember. But they speak a different language, and in the Oriental, they speak
Cebuano.
Cebuano or
Yes.
Visayan, right?
Yeah. So it's kind of like hard to say.
Talk to each other.
And yeah, it's hard to talk to each other because like we've been to Negros Occidental in Bacolod, and I tried to understand their language even though it's a bit similar to Cebuano, but I can't
So you
really
ended up-
understand.
You ended up speaking English. Huh?
I ended up speaking sometimes in Tagalog because Tagalog is our universal language here. So yeah,
What's really more universal here, would you say? Is it English or Tagalog?
Taglish.
Taglish. And explain what Taglish is.
Taglish is it's a combination of Tagalog and English. So we're kind of like our second language here is English, not the other
So what they do is they speak Tagalog
with an English.
and they throw in a lot of English words. So you can almost understand what they're talking about. You
Yeah.
can't understand the details, but there's so many English words thrown in there.
Because like we can't when you speak it in Tagalog, it's kind of a deep word. I don't even understand much Tagalog words, so I kind of like throwing English.
Yeah.
So in that way I can communicate.
Is it also like it's kind of like a cool thing to be able to talk English here, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Because
kind
I see Filipino kids, they're talking English to each other.
of British. Yeah,
Yeah,
they
I
learn
sat
a
at
lot.
a restaurant and there was these two Filipino kids, probably 14, 15, sitting there speaking English to each other. And you know, because when the server came, they talked Visayan to them,
Yeah.
and then they start talking English to each other. So that's the kind of the cool thing, I guess, for the kids that know how to.
Yeah, well here people if you like when you talk English to them, they're kind of like they have this mentality that why are you talking English to me? You're just a Filipino, that kind of thing.
Oh,
So it's kind of
It's
It's
not a cool thing.
I mean, for us talking English, it's
Yeah.
a cool thing because
Yeah.
you're trying to speak the language that is not yours,
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
second language. But for other Filipino, they think that it's kind of like you're just showing off your.
Like being disrespectful or something.
No, it's not being disrespectful. Just you're showing off, like
You're
it
just
kind of.
showing off your language skills.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So it's kind of bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what about you?
What about me?
The question.
You've answered it
Oh.
pretty much how I would answer it. I mean, I'm not Filipino, so I really don't know. But everywhere I go, I mean, it's a lot of. I see a lot of the same things, whether I'm in Palawan or whether I'm in Dumaguete. There's a lot of the same things. I mean, the same type of fried food, you know. But I don't know the languages. I don't know the culture the way you do, so I can't really answer that question.
Okay. Duterte is term limited. I'll be out.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, people are asking for him
It doesn't
to.
matter. It's in the constitution. They
Yeah,
would
but
have
we
to.
want him to.
You'd have to change the constitution. That ain't gonna happen.
He's a president. He could have changed
No,
that.
he can't change. The Senate and the Congress has to
Vote for that. What's open? Beauty salons, restaurants, museum, parks, beaches.
Yes, yes, yes,
Beauty
yes,
salon.
and yes. No, really. Beauty salons are open. Restaurants open. Museums, I don't know. We haven't looked at that. Parks, yes. Beaches, yes. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. Really true,
That's
like
true.
when you're gone for a couple of days, it's so nice to see you again.
Aye. Everyone needs a little strange.
Yeah. Read it.
Well, at least Mia wants to spend every waking moment with you. Yeah. I don't know, babe.
She sleeps a lot, so I'm awake more than her. That's the truth. Don't even try it. Her waking moments are not that many. Joke.
I totally understand what you mean, Paul. I'm just ribbing you a bit. Ribbing? Rubbing?
Ribbing.
Looking forward to your vlogs and your travel, and look forward to Mia's videos too. We want to see who breaks first. Oh, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not surprised, but I'm very positively
Surprised.
Mia's channel is doing so well. She's almost at 1,000 subs. Some of her videos have almost 5,000 views. I mean, that's more than
too
me.
much.
That's too much already. After 2 weeks, that's too much, Mia. Because she's got a pretty face, so I can't compete against that face, can I? No, I'm really happy for her. Really, I am.
It looks like someone is wanting to fight, needing that social interaction.
Now that's just the way we are. We fight and laugh it off. It's not really a fight.
Not really a fight.
We're if you guys saw us like not on here, you'd be surprised because we're always joking. We can be too childish sometimes. We kind of have to pull ourselves together sometimes, don't we? I'm glad no one can see us now.
I'm glad there's no camera around.
Yeah.
Rules, not rulers. I don't know what that means.
Dollar getting stronger at 48.53. Was 48. Yep, it's getting a bit stronger, but it was at 53.54. Was that a year ago or something? So it's not as strong, but yeah.
I lost it. Okay, here. Rules are made to
be
be
broken.
Yeah.
Jim says, when you arrive in Cebu, be sure to visit the terraces at the Ayala Mall.
Oh, we went
many
there.
Nice, relaxing coffee shops with great views. You could do a live vlog there, so we can enjoy it also.
We went there, remember?
We've been to Ayala Mall, and I lived close to Ayala Mall. And I've been there a lot. I love Ayala Mall. I love Bo's Coffee in Ayala Mall because the seating outside, and yeah, it's nice there.
We had a very good experience there.
You want to tell about that experience?
No, it's kind of bad.
It's kind of bad.
So I don't know if we're gonna.
Okay, I'll tell it because she's shy to tell it. We were at Bo's Coffee and we saw those. Okay, I don't know if you know this or not, but at Bo's Coffee, I don't know why, but it seems like the hookers gather there. And we spotted these two hookers, me and Mia. And I told her, let's follow them. So we were following, playing detective.
We
We
followed
followed them all
them.
the way till they got the taxi. I said, let's follow them in the taxi. And he's like, no, 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 no. See where they go.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we're having a bit of fun. Yeah. But I'll do I'll do that. I'll do a live vlog from Ayala once I get there.
Only in the US.
Ace Bachelor. Waiting to travel from America yes, to Davao City, Philippines. Don't want to play the quarantine game. Yeah, like I was saying, Ace, I don't. I really think by August, pretty much they'll be accepting tourism. Now I don't know from which countries and how many tourists are going to accept. I think it'll be a slow process to start with, just to get everything up and running further than it is with domestic travel. The problem with open up to foreign investment land is that the Korean Chinese will buy it all up.
Bigger concern.
Concern with the Chinese buying up all the land is they can influence the geopolitical situation. You know, that's kind of true, David. But there are ways of coming around that. Like, you know, I'm sure they can implement certain rules and regulations. Can you move up just a bit so I can come in a bit? I'm sure they can make the rules and regulations so I don't know how they would do it, but I'm sure they can do something about that. But they need to change it so they can get investment. And investment is always good because in the end, it's the country that owns it. You know, they can always change the rules and tax people to death or do whatever they want to do. So, but the Philippines sorely needs more investment. So they are going to change it. How they're going to change it, I don't know. The CC, not surprised, says CCP is invading many regions. Yeah, they are. Isn't it a country man similar to Japan, up of islands?
Hmm?
I don't know. Albert Wilson says, my Filipino is beautiful, as is Mia. Too beautiful now. Yeah. Island group. Carlos, sorry, the typing got switched around. No problem, Carlos. Best Asian food is Korean, Thai, Japanese, and Chinese, according to Ace. Is that in that order, Ace?
Yeah,
I love Thai food.
I love Thai food too.
I don't particularly care because Japanese is that what's that called? The fish that I don't care.
Sushi.
Sushi. I don't care for sushi, so
Never tasted.
I think
sushi.
Chinese is so varied. You know, the Chinese food we get in the US, I don't think really that's authentic Chinese food. It seems like it's a mix. Come on, guys! It's just a country. The rest is just geography. Please do not confuse Mia. She's too cute for that. Yes, the same thing is happening in Panama, and the US is worried about the way the Chinese are invading and trying to push out the US. They're doing the same thing in Nicaragua, part of the Chinese master plan. Okay. Because of different people feel they have separate culture, language, customs, thoughts, and ideals and beliefs, says Mel. Okay. Philippines is an archipelago. Yeah, true. Tagalog is modern. What does that mean? Is that a new language, Tagalog?
No, Tagalog's not a new language.
I mean, it's like sometimes they put a language together for the whole country to speak. So, okay.
Tagalog.
Today is mixed with English. Yeah, they call it Taglish. Taglish. I'm glad I have someone here to correct me.
Absolutely.
Go ahead, read it.
Absolutely. Loved my time in Philippines. Lost touch with Marvic Castro from Manila here many years ago.
Yeah, who said that?
From David Tosh. Ramrod, there is a new city in the Philippines called Boom Boom Town.
I think he's joking. I think that's Anglo City, isn't it? Boom Boom Town. I think he's
Ah.
joking. Or maybe there is, I don't know, but I think he means Anglo City is Boom Boom Town.
The
agree.
Wanderer. I agree about the Chinese Korean takeover. Maybe there is some wisdom in not allowing foreign ownership of lands and home businesses, etc.
Yeah, the problem with that is you don't get any investment. If you tell a person, well, you can't own this business, you got to put 100% capital in, but Filipinos got to own 60%. Not very, there's other places in the world you can invest, make more money than.
Ilonggo. Yes, that was it was Ilonggo.
They opened a town called Boom Boom.
Really? No.
What was Ilonggo?
Ilonggo is a language.
Oh, okay. Because that guy was saying Boom Boom. In Ilonggo, they opened a city called Boom Boom.
The same points can be made of the states. Are we a country or a bunch of states? A lot of states have their own food and cultures. Northeast, Southwest, etc.
Yeah, so true. That's really true.
I lost it.
I can't go much longer. Maybe 15 more minutes.
Okay.
Or 30 more minutes.
It's called protectionism.
You gotta read it out loud, baby, so they can.
Okay, from Wonder Paul, what Mia is not confessing is that she's looking forward to her alone time also. What?
What? Oh, you are you? Thank you, the Wanderer. I owe you that coffee. I'll see you. I'll see you in Cebu. Joke na lang.
Paul, what do you think of Mr. President Rodrigo Duterte and his Jaguar and his police crimes and impunity? Oh, there's this funny Jaguar. No, it's for real, but it's kind of funny because here in the Philippines, there's this latest news about drug wars and all that kind of thing. The PIDEA, I think you've heard of that. PIDEA and police.
Oh yeah,
they got caught up in each other.
Two different parts of the police started shooting against each other, and two of the PIDEA ended up dead or in the hospital.
Not two people. There, I think there's lots of them.
It's kind of like the FBI and CIA start shooting at each other, which is kind of really sad when you think about it. But they're making fun of it here, but
no, because it's just because they don't have any cooperation with each like. You should when it comes to the thing, you need to talk it out to another.
This is the Philippines. Come on, there's no planning here.
Because there's a lot of lives.
But to be honest, I don't like to comment on any political situation in the Philippines since I live in the Philippines, and it's not really. It's kind of frowned upon for foreigners to comment on political stuff here in the Philippines, and it could get you barred from the Philippines. So I don't like to comment on that. And so, but I'll just say this, and I only say positive stuff. So I won't, if I have anything negative to say, I won't say, but what I'll say is positive, that Duterte has cleaned up the drug situation here in the Philippines. I noticed a big difference the first time I came to Cebu when Duterte wasn't in power, and the last time I was in Cebu. There's a big difference. I don't know how it was here in Dumaguete, but I know Cebu City was a big difference for a very positive way. Now, hopefully, he's talking about doing something about corruption before he leaves. Hopefully, he can, and hopefully, the person coming after that will continue, because I think corruption is the biggest problem here in the Philippines. And the biggest hindrance to the Philippines developing to its full potential, because I really believe the Philippines has such great potential. There's the average age in the Philippines is very young. It's a young country, educated, and people wanting to do more. So I just think there's a wonderful opportunity here, kind of like China was, 40 years ago, ready to go. You just needed the capital.
Push.
You needed the capital. You needed the infrastructure. You needed uh, a person to come at the top that did something with the corruption. And I think if the Philippines is going to grow to its fullest potential, something needs to be done with the corruption. That's just my opinion. And I think most Filipinos, and I think if you asked Duterte, he would say the same thing. And I think he's trying to do something, and I hope he manages to do something about it. So, yeah, that's all I'm going to say. The Wonder says, Mia vlogs are great. She will give Filipina P a run for her money.
What does that mean?
I mean, Filipina's P is like looking and seeing you coming up. Yeah, I got a call from Filipina P, and she said, "Man, don't take her out. I don't want her. I don't want her competing as." I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. Yeah, Mia's doing great, and I think she's going to do really, really well. And once we start traveling, and she can vlog and talk more and stuff, I think she's already getting more relaxed around the camera. So
Yeah.
as you noticed today. Go Mia, you're funny. Yeah,
Thank
she
you.
is.
I
That's
have a
one.
sense of
I have to
humor.
say something about Mia. Is one of the things that I really adore about her is her sense of humor. I've dated a few girls in my life. I'm 50 years old, so obviously I've dated a few girls.
Not few, lots.
It's a
Lots.
few and lots is just a definition thing. So
No.
it depends how you define it. Let's not get into that, really. I'm trying to say something positive about you, and then you try to make it negative about me. Come on.
Okay.
Forget it. Forget it.
I love you, babe.
No, what I was going to say, I lost my. Oh, yeah. You date many girls in your life, or guys, if you're a girl, I guess, and everybody has something positive, but Mia, her positive thing, and better than any girl I've ever been with, is her sense of humor, really. And it's just how easily she laughs, how easily she smiles. So I think you'll notice that on her videos. I think you notice that now too.
Gaga.
Gaga. I want to return
Ilo.
Ilo. Have you been there?
Mm-mm.
Is it a place we want to go?
Ilo.
Yeah?
Mm-mm.
We don't want to go there?
We did not say that, but we never talked about it.
We never talked about it? Okay. She's the one with the memory, so sometimes I ask her, did I talk about this?
Hi, Gio.
Hello, Gio. How is Cebu, man? If you want to come on, there's a link. Let me share it. Wait.
No.
I think I can just put it here because I haven't copied anything since then.
Yeah.
There's a link, Gio, if you want to come on. I know you've lived many, many places. Have you been to
Osmania Peak.
Have we?
No?
Where is that?
I don't know what it is.
I'm not sure where that is. I think I've heard it though. Is that here in Negros?
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Never heard of Osmania Peak here in Negros.
Stayer69 says, it seems like if an American did not plan well for retirement, that retiring there may be a great option to enjoy a good retirement that would otherwise be bad in the US. Well, planning is part of life. And, if you're going to make money, make it in the US or Europe or wherever you are before coming here. Don't plan on making any money here. And I think if you want to go into budgets, I think $1,500 a month is a good budget here. And then I say have about 25K in reserve, so you can start over somewhere else if you need to, or if you have a big hospital bill or something. So that's the way I would approach it. I know there are people here who live on about 1,000, 1,100. And actually, I know a guy who lives on, I think, 400 or 500, but it's not a good lifestyle, So if you want to really enjoy life, you got to have, 1,500, you can really enjoy life here. You really can. You go out to eat, you can go on a few trips a month. You can do quite a bit. So yeah, $1,500. Of course, depending on the exchange rate, if it's 50, it's good. But if it goes down to 41, 42, Michael says, thanks for the long answer, especially Mia. To keep Duterte in power easy, do like the Russians. Come on. We want to keep our democracy here, don't we? Don't you, babe? You want to keep the democracy
I
here?
want to keep the democracy. Yeah.
Okay, good. You guys rock. Mia's for real. Thanks and God bless.
I am real.
Wait, let me check. Yeah, she's real.
No.
I missed it here.
Yeah.
Mr. Vegas.
Philippines will probably raise the SSRV age minimum from 35 to maybe 50. Too many young Chinese moving in.
That's good for me. I don't want to. I don't want to compete with the young guys. the the SSRV is the retirement visa.
Okay.
So they're saying right now you can get it at 35 if you have certain criteria, a certain amount of money and all that. But they're talking about increasing it to 50 before they will be able to do that. I don't really know anything about that, so I can't comment on that. But it's good for us old geezers. We don't have to compete with the younglings. The best food selection I've experienced was in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. I've had friends who have been to Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur specifically, and they say it's fantastic. And I'm so excited to go there. So after maybe 6 months, 9 months or something, touring the Philippines, it's Malaysia next. And then after that, Vietnam, and then maybe Thailand, and then decision time.
Dubai. I want to go to the, like...
If you go Dubai, I go goodbye. Dubai is a boring city. Abu Dhabi. I lived in Abu Dhabi.
We need to eat there in the sky. Like there's this restaurant in the sky. I wanna try that. What if you wanna pee?
Stay. You seem to attract many conspiracy type comments. I think every live stream does, to be honest. I don't believe in conspiracies. If you can't prove it to me,
Facts.
I like facts. I'm an engineer, so I go by data and statistics. David says he's got to run. Thanks for the vlog. Thanks for joining us, David.
Thank you.
Moving to Dumaguete in a couple of years with my Filipino wife. Any suggestions on which suburb to move to? Valencia. Absolutely. Less pollution. It's colder up there. Less people. It's got a nice park. It's got a nice market on Sundays. It's just beautiful hiking places. You can go hiking. We haven't even discovered all the places, but it's got nice waterfalls. I mean, I would choose Valencia over Dumaguete, and it's only a 10-minute ride to Dumaguete and a nice road down to Dumaguete also. So Valencia for sure. That's if I moved back here, I'd be renting something in Valencia. That's for sure. Now I need to contact the mayor in Valencia to get some money after that endorsement. I leave for Cebu on the 13th, get back to later on the 20th. Okay. March, I'm assuming, right? Well, I'll be around in Cebu if you want to.
When? We'll be around in Cebu.
Well, in 4th or 5th, I'll be there.
We'll be there 4th or 5th.
Mia's laugh is making you younger, Paul. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
They say laughter keeps you young. Yeah.
It makes your life longer too. Laugh more.
Albert is saying his Filipina is beautiful and lives in Cebu.
Oh.
Mel A, no politics, no religion. I love politics. I love political discussions, but that would have to be on a different channel. Newcomb says foreigners commenting on politics can get you thrown out or worse. That's exactly right. If it's a negative comment, obviously, if you're commenting in a positive way towards the president, they're not going to throw you out. But if you're all
Duterte
negative,
is a nice guy.
beautiful guy.
Yeah.
I mean, he's awesome.
No, for real.
You need a new license.
News.
A news license. Oh, okay. Okay. News license. I don't know. I'm not a news station, so I don't think I need a news license. What about the idea?
These ideas called religion.
No comments. Me, myself, I'm not religious. Mia is religious, so, you know.
You know. How long, how many centimeters is your hair, Mia? 1, 2.
No, that's not a centimeter. Centimeter is like this. I don't know. What do you say that is? It's about a meter, maybe? Maybe about 3/4 of a meter, maybe, or a meter.
Planning to make this long more.
Will she pull your finger?
Yeah, I did pull his finger.
What's that? Some type of game or something? I don't know. First Last says she can take a joke. Yeah, she can.
What? Babe, someone's here.
Oh, Ricky. Okay, we got a guest called Ricky here. So no,
it's
he's gone. He changed his mind. Mel, he says he wants to go to Palawan. Yeah, visit Palawan. It's beautiful. I loved it.
Because
We should go, not to live, but just to visit. Rent
for
some
1 month.
Oh, not 1 month. Maybe 2 weeks. Weather can get bad in Iloilo. Okay. Gio says he's at a coffee shop and he can't come on because I guess Wi-Fi is not good enough there. That's okay, Gio. Hard to tell you, Paul. You might as well change your channel name to Mia Fan Club. Yeah, really. She'll soon have more subs than me, and babe, can you interview me so I can increase my subs?
Watch out.
No, that's cool, man. I hope she gets big. Osama Peak is in Cebu. Osmania Peak is in Cebu. Okay, cool. So
highest peak in Cebu.
Gio said that's the highest peak in Cebu. Cool. And Unli says it's the same.
Oni.
And Bueno G says the same. It's located in Cebu. Thank you, guys and girls. And Not Surprised said, make your money in the West and spend it in the East. Yeah, good philosophy there, man. That's exactly right. And the thing with making money in the West is not just making money, but it's minimizing your expenses. So if you're really planning to come out here and you really want to save, and for example, you have an apartment with 2 bedrooms, rent out a bedroom, just think about minimizing expenses all the time. Don't go out on a Friday and spend $100. Just think, you know what? I'm leaving in a year or 2. Save, invest. That's what I did and worked for me. Moro you. Paul, you're so handsome in your gray hair, looking good with it. Wow. Thank you, Moro you.
Sana all.
Sana all. I ain't jealous, huh? Mr. Vegas, Paul, will you do a video tallying up your 2020 budget and spending? Yeah, I could do that. Total for 2020. Yeah, I could do that. I've got the data, so I can do that. Probably in a couple of weeks, because the next couple of weeks I'm going to be busy. So, or the next week I'm going to be really busy. Okay, Mark has got a comment about democracy and Democrats, and I'm going to skip that, Mark, because I don't want to get into politics here. So I let you guys talk about it, but I'm going to skip it. First Last says democracy, and I'm laughing. Are you meaning in the Philippines? It's a growing democracy. Let me put it that way. SRRV is still suspended to who knows when. Yeah, probably after after they open up, they will put it back in and probably make some rule changes and all that. I don't think they want tourism the way it was, you know. And then so Mora Yu says the younger, more good-looking version of George Clooney. Hey man, I'm gonna start blushing here, Mora Yu. How's the relationship going, guys? Any relationship challenge these days?
Are you
What?
trying to break us out? No, and we're staying happy as always. The more life we have, right, baby?
Yeah. Well, I think any relationship has challenges. I mean, if anybody says they're in a relationship and it's no challenges, they're lying, you know. So but you know, if it's 99% good and 1% bad, it's a good relationship, right? So, like everybody else, we have challenges, mostly on my side.
How? Tell me.
I'm the one who always like, you know.
What?
I'll tell you
Tell
later.
me.
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
It's on me anyway if there's a challenge. It's not on her. Have you been to Davao? No, I have not, but I have friends who have been and they loved it. Especially if you're single, from what I hear, Davao is the place to be. So if you're single and ready to mingle, Davao is the place for you. I have not been, but just hearing from different friends, they all say the same thing. So yeah. So Mia has forbidden me to go to Davao alone.
Of course, you're not single. Why do you want to go there?
I'm joking, but I'm not going there. I'm going to Cebu. March got appointment at the USA consulate on the 15th. So 15th of March to get a visa to the Philippines. I'm assuming that's what you're saying, Michael. Any tips on someone planning to come to stay long-term for the Philippines for the first time? Yes, I have a few tips. It'll take me about 20 minutes here and joke. Now, the main tip is take it slow, okay? Don't sign any one-year leases. Do an Airbnb the first month you're here so you don't have a lease. If you do a lease, try to get a 3-month lease or do Airbnb the first few months. Don't get into any long-term relationship with any girl. Just date the first year. Take it real slow. Don't move any girls in with you. There'll be pressure on you for them to move in. So don't do that. Just date.
Did I pressure you?
Get used to the dating environment here because it is completely different than in the West. And I can explain it in words, but you only understand it emotionally when you get here. So that would be my advice. Whatever you do, take it real slow. Don't commit to anything, either relationship-wise or money-wise. Don't start a business, nothing. Live here for a year at least. I'd say maybe even 2 years and enjoy the life before committing to anything. Travel the Philippines. Try to live different places and enjoy life here before you settle down. That would be my biggest thing. And don't bother take any, I mean, if you're going to bring electronics, bring maybe a laptop, a phone. Don't do like I did. I brought too much stuff, you know. You can buy everything here, basically. Medicine, if you're doing medicine, try to get as much prescriptions as you can before coming here and send it over. Make sure you have the prescriptions with you, though. But yeah, take it slow would be my biggest advice. I've global digital online business based in Turks.
Caicos.
If I move to the Philippines and work online, do I have to declare my income to the Filipino government? I don't believe you do, as long as you're not doing business in the Philippines. If it's online, I don't think so, but I don't know because I don't have an online business. I did have a consulting business, but that was in the US and I was paid in the US, so I taxed in the US, and my YouTube channel is taxed in the US. Not that it's a lot of money, but any income that I get on YouTube is taxed in the US for me. Maurice, you says, why are you guys not doing vlogs these days? Missing it. Paul, when are you going to make your OnlyFans account? God. No OnlyFans account for me, but we are doing vlogs. We've done 2 vlogs the last 2-3 days on my channel.
Yeah.
So yeah. Tony says, "Hey Paul, how are you? I'm doing great, thanks. Wonderful, actually. Now that everything's opening up again, excited to travel." Okay, thank you, Mario, for that compliment.
He's
And
blushing now. Aye.
So where am I now? Tony says, "Yeah, they did." Mario, single. I'm ready to move to Vow this year. Okay, yeah, the vow would be nice, but don't commit, man. Try to live different places also. I mean, that's from what I've heard. You might go to the vow and just not like it. Paul, please don't color your hair. I like to color it. I don't like the grays. Mario says the hair looks so sexy on me. Thanks, Mario. I think the SRRV will be offered first before tourist visa resumes, just a guess. I don't know. I probably think tourist visa first, but I don't know. Paul, are you planning to marry Mia this year or have a baby? No.
No and no.
No one know. If you watch,
Oh,
if you
no,
watch,
no.
wait, if you watch my videos, I have a video there where I talk about marriage and why I'm against marriage.
Yeah,
the
but
whole concept of
but
marriage,
what about the second one?
baby.
So that's a no? Because you're
That's a no
okay.
for now. I like the vow, but would you get bored living there really fast? Okay. I don't know. I haven't lived there. I just comment on what other people have said. I don't see why you get bored. There's nature around there. There's coffee shops. There's restaurants. I don't see why you get more bored there than any other city. Live More Life says, "Thanks for the tips, buddy." No problem. Thank you for watching, man. Okay, guys, I'm going to go about to 9:15 and then I'm going to call it quits because I'm meeting a friend at a coffee shop at 10. Mia has to go to the Silliman University and we have a few things to do. So when can I come to the Philippines? I'm going to Cebu City. Saying that things are opening up domestically. So if I was a betting man, I'd say probably August or September. But, who knows? I heard Cebu City is still requiring a swab test. I need to go soon to immigration in Cebu to get the 13A ACR card. Any news on this? I heard the same thing. Someone told me that, but I haven't found. Maybe there's an article somewhere about it. But also, how are they going to control that? I mean, I'm taking my Ninja 650 up there. What? There's going to be controls on the roads into Cebu City? I just don't see it. I just don't see it. I think everything's opening up now. Maybe if you're coming in by like bus or something like that, or by plane or something, maybe. But I don't think so. But I know Gio's in Cebu right now, so maybe he can answer that. Yeah, without passport. Yeah, come on, guy. You just say, "Hey, I'm Jesse Lee," or James Lee. The answer is no. Is Philippines only open for inter-island travel or international visa? Only
Inter-island.
Only domestic travel. Yeah. That's for you, baby.
Yeah, that's right. One of the poisonous snake. Just kidding.
Noakim says, "I'm against marriage too. Nothing in it for a man, especially in the USA." Yeah, it's lose situation in the USA. I don't even understand why people get married there anymore. Really, as a man, you only have loss. There's nothing to gain, especially with the divorce courts in the US, unless you have a prenup, like I did. Uh, okay, what does that mean?
Yes, accidents happen.
What does that mean?
Secret. No, like just I'll tell it to you later.
How old is your lovely lady? 22. You're 22, right?
At least I hope so.
At least you hope so.
Just kidding.
According to your mother, you are. Davao doesn't have beaches in the city, and you can't really freely ride a bike around Mindanao like other islands. Oh, okay. Good to know. Let's see. Michael says no to do the affidavit in lieu of certificate of legal capacity. Stopped waiting on the PRA after they suspended it and got my deposit. So after 5 years with the same GF going for the 13A. Okay. David says, would be blessed to explore the islands on an adventure bike. Yeah. You know, I was thinking about that. I was thinking, like, if I really do enjoy it, I might just upgrade from my, or sell my Ninja and go with the Honda 500 CBX. I saw now they're in special offer in Manila for 370,000 pesos. Here they were 420, 430. So, you know, who knows? We'll see. Anthony B says, you need a COVID-19 shot before you leave the US to get in the Philippines. I think that's going to be the main thing to get in here. Yes. Jimmy says, hi, Paul, Mia, thumbs up for Mia, the Mia fan channel. Yeah. Jean-Claude says, Paul, do you not hear anything you answer? You're planning to have baby this year? Yes or no? No.
Ouch.
Ouch. Oi, poisonous snake.
Ouch.
Haha, we can both share, Paul. You can have him Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and mine on Tuesday and Thursday and weekends. What do you say, Mia? Share?
Just leave me.
Paul, you're half Norway and half. Well, I was explaining, I'm kind of a complete mix. My mom is Norwegian. My father's actually Middle Eastern. I'm born in England, so I'm British by birth. I've lived in America, so I am a naturalized American citizen. And I've lived all over the world. So I'm kind of a big mix. Sometimes I ask myself the same question, where am I from? Planet Earth. Paul, did you teach Mia how to make yogurt, or did she already know? No, I taught her. That's Mr. Vegas. Yeah, I taught her how to do it, but now she's the expert. Robert says, I think it's a big no from Paul, and Mia's just smiling. Yeah. Maybe one day, but right now, no. I feel sad for Mia because I think she does want kids and be married. She should move on and find someone.
It's my choice to stay with him.
Bye, bye, baby, baby. Ooh, bye. Joke. We joke a lot. No, we stay together. Oh, she's not smiling now. She didn't like that. Come on, baby, it's a joke. Nothing to feel sad, you know. As you know, you got to enjoy the moment. People get hung up on small details, but it's the bigger picture. You know, we're enjoying life, we're having fun, we're laughing, doing stuff together. You know. Michael says, then after that, I will try to get back my deposit from the PRA. Okay. Wow, you're mixed Scandinavian and Arabic. Big one for sure. Right, Mia? Oh my God. Oh my God. You're crazy, Mario. You're crazy.
She's crazy for you.
I don't even know if it's a girl or a guy. I don't know. Mario, tell us more about yourself. You know everything about us. Where and how did you meet Mia? I actually met her at a restaurant when I was eating, and I met her there, and I started joking with her, and then I got her number, and we started dating. And then the funny thing is, I told her I just want to be friends because I wanted to be single actually, and but we started hanging out, and her personality was just so different. And she's a beautiful girl. Don't get me wrong, but there's a lot of beautiful girls here. But it was the way she was, just the way she laughs, and how easy she was to laugh, and how comfortable I felt around her. And that's kind of what. So we went from me saying I just want to be friends, her wanting more, till me saying yeah, sure, why not? Why not coconut? And the rest is history. No pressure cookers. They might have a knockoff at Hypermart, but if you want the original, what's it called again? The one I have.
The pressure cooker.
Yeah, what's it called?
I don't remember. the name.
Instapot. If you want the Instapot, you can actually order them here in the Philippines. Instapot has a website where you can order them directly. That's what I did, and I got it straight. And I think it was between $100 and $150. I can't quite remember the number. It's been over a year, maybe a year and a half I've had it, and it works flawlessly. I love it. I had one in the US, and I knew I had to have one here. So, especially if you're single, man. I mean, you throw food in there and boom, it's done, So it's a good way to make food. And you save on electricity, and you don't warm up the house. So it's a lot of good stuff. Instapot is really the way to go. New song has just come out called When the Condom Breaks. Yeah. Let's not go there, please. It doesn't look like she's joking. Yeah, true. Fatal Attraction, huh? Mia, do you marry and have beautiful mixed baby this year? Mia, are you gonna marry and have a beautiful mixed baby this year? No,
I think I will finish my school and then work, of course. And if I have enough money, then we're gonna do that, right? Right? Yes. Yes. Yes.
No comments. Moro Yu says, I've experienced with Scandinavian and Arabic. That's why I know, haha, I'm half Filipina and half Brazilian, 28 years old. So I guess you live in the Philippines, I'm guessing. I met my GF at Vulcanizing in Maribago, Lapu-Lapu. Yeah, vulcanizer. I guess he means vulcanizer, right?
Vulcanizer.
I'm the vulcanizer. Yeah, when I first came to the Philippines, there's all these signs vulcanizer. It made me think of Star Trek, I was like, what the hell is this vulcanizing? Then I made a song about it. Yeah, and that's where they fix the tires for the motorbikes. I've never heard that term vulcanizing before. The Scandinavian and Arabic get crazy in bed. Oh my God. Okay, Mario, please stop. Please.
Please don't stop.
Oh. Looks like the Okay.
Continue,
Okay, guys.
Mario.
I'm leaving. Bye-bye. Oof. What is a realistic budget for a single guy and GF monthly in peso? Don't drink in peso. 60K. Oh, sorry, I'm still getting over that. I think it depends where you live, obviously, and like what you rent. Your rent will be the biggest expense. And of course, if you plan to travel or not. If you're planning just to stay in one city, let's say you live in Davao, and you're just staying there, you're not doing much traveling, and you don't drink, and you don't have a living girlfriend, because if you have a living girlfriend, your expenses will increase. It's actually much cheaper to have a girlfriend that's not living than living, and for many reasons. I won't get into that now, but there are many reasons for that. But then 60K is a good budget. But remember, 60K is like monthly, like what is costing your typical monthly expenses. But then one month you suddenly might have extra expenses, like something might happen. You might go to the doctor, or you might go to the dentist. You have 2 or 3 fillings. Something might happen that you might have a small accident, ruin your motorbike. Now you have to buy a new motorbike. That's 75,000 pesos if you're buying a Honda Click. So I think that's why I say I think about 75,000 pesos. And if you don't use the 75, you just keep saving the 15 or 20 that you don't use, and then you have a month where you have extra expenses you can take from that. But I think a yearly budget of about 70 to 75,000 is a good budget here. But yes, 60 you can get by on, depending what city you live in and all that. Yeah. Robert Drake says, looks like chatroom is siding with me. Yep, they always do. What is a realistic budget for single? Oh yeah, I did that already. My Filipino is 29. I'm almost 50. Okay. That was fun. Hope run into y'all someday. Take care. Yeah, man. If any of subscribers are around when we're here, man, just shoot me an email, and you want to meet up for coffee, lunch, whatever. Just let us know, man. We're there. Mia loves food, so she'll come.
Donuts, please.
Just don't teach her to drive a scooter. Yeah, we talked about that, but like I told a friend of mine who did buy his girlfriend a scooter, it's like, if I bought her a scooter and she was in an accident and something happened bad, I'd something in me I think would die. You know what I mean? And she's never driven. She doesn't know how to drive. Like me, I've been driving 30 plus years. So you kind of get a feel for traffic. You're always thinking ahead. You're seeing things that people that just start driving don't see. And that experience is worth gold here in the Philippines. And I just don't want her. There's really no point. There's trikes, there's everything else. So she can take a trike. Anyway, next. I think you're just using me.
No.
She has hope, but is a dead end with you.
I'm using him.
She's using me. Using
for
me.
Pleasure.
You're using for me for pleasure, aren't you?
Yeah.
You always use. She's always using me every night. She says, "I'm gonna use you now, baby." I'm like, I want to sleep.
Yes, he's always clear in that matter.
Yeah, I am right from the beginning. Oh my god.
Same here.
Maybe Moro you wants to come on live on video and audio. Come on, that's a challenge, Moro. Come on, let's do it.
Oh my
god. Don't forget health insurance factor and you'll find not very doable. Yes, that is really true. I don't have health insurance, so in a way I'm kind of self-insured. So I have funds, so if something happens, I can pay for it. So if you start taking health insurance into account, yeah, that increases your costs. So that's a really good point, Anthony. Really good point. Okay, guys, I'm gonna have to wrap it up in let's say 7 minutes. So we'll go quickly through here. Hello, Chuck. How are you? I plan to get around on bicycle. Most of the I found the is cheaper. Careful with bicycles, man. It's a dangerous thing over here. Okay, next. You need a moderator, Paul. That's okay, man. I just make fun of the trolls. Mia, if you're kidnapped, Paul, you can't escape. Wink, and you're three times. What does that mean?
I don't understand that.
I don't understand that. I heard that Olongapo and Subic Navy bases are being activated. Is this true? And what progress? I have no clue. Anthony says bye-bye. See you. Moro says, I'll be willing to show up for video. Would be a good content for your vlog? Sure. Let's set it up. Just shoot me an email. Just go to the what's it called?
About section.
To the about section, and you'll send me an email through there. Mr. Vegas, this was fun. Bye, Paul Mia. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody. I think we'll wrap it up. That was the last comment. And thank you, everybody, for joining. This was really, really fun. But only if we meet in person. Yeah, as long as Mia's with me, we can meet in person. That'll be interesting. Um, I like the Moro guy, girl. Good laugh. Yeah, he or she is. Good stream, Paul and Mia. You better keep him in line.
Yes.
Bye, Mia. Bike with a trainer wheel first. Bye bye. Okay, thank you, everybody.
Thank
Bye bye.
you.